the winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the touchdown Gamecocks. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace.
Line run to the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs turning it on. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to... just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reluctant.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. Georgia lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Bennett. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, better look out! And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the pass?
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who you're...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. It's complete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Frazier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Dawgs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Rimmed out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And some room to work. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's dealt. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this has been so dominant.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll ride the hot hand. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. That ball skips through the end zone. Touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But
intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. it's Harbor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and...
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. This time it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Bennett. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. They've got the screen set up. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. With the catch, it's Branch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Motion from the wideout. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way at the 20.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on first and goal. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Showing off the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you